Hi everyone, Mr. Mellon here, and welcome back to the school year. I know it's been 3 weeks now, and we did have some optional activities last week, but in reality, here's where we really need to kick it into high gear and get very serious about things. Now, I don't plan on asking way too much or anything like that, but I do need to make sure that I clarify that we are today, Monday, April 6th, we are starting to advance things quite a bit. We are going to go into required activities. And so, throughout all your studies and every single class you have, now everything's going to be required. It's no longer optional. Level one of our distance learning was entirely optional. Now it's time for us to really get kicking here. And so, what you have from this point forward, these are required activities that you need to do. Now, I will say once again, when it comes to creating these activities, I intend on trying to make them interesting, worth your time. I know I'm competing sometimes with social media and all that kind of good stuff that you have at home. And so I want this stuff to be interesting and worthwhile. And so I hope you see it that way. I also want to put this one out here too, or a couple things here today within this session. I want to say first that please be patient with me and please be patient with all your teachers because we're all going through something absolutely brand new. I feel like I have a good grip on things, but I'm going to screw up. Like, it's going to happen. There's going to be some link that I forget to post, some quizzes game that I forget to put up on Google Classroom. There's going to be some mistakes I'm going to make. Please email me. Let me know. I expect that I'm going to get 75 emails this week, and that's okay. I've come to grips with that. Like, I need to know what you need because if you don't reach out and tell us what you need, we're going to expect that everything's fine. And so, absolutely bug us, bug us, bug us, say whatever you need to say in order to make sure that you get the education that you deserve. And so, feel free to reach out whenever you need something. It's my job to respond to you and to try to do my best by you. Okay, the other thing is too, please be patient with your teachers. Please be patient with me. Yes, absolutely point out when you need something. Point out if we forgot to put a link somewhere or whatever. But please be patient and understand this is brand new for us and it's something that we've never ever even considered before. And now we have this emergency situation and so it's thrust upon us and we'll do our best to make this the best education that we can for you. So please be patient and definitely reach out. Let us know exactly what you need when you need it. Now, what you're going to get from me is you're going to get daily materials for this week, the first week here of April 6th to 8th. We just have 3 different days of materials that are assigned to you. And again, these are required materials. And at the start of each week, I'll try to give you a screencast with me just trying to outline the things you need to do this week. And so I want you to start out every single Monday, or really whenever you get to your work, taking a look at this and letting me lay this out for you. So you'll also see this document, which is posted to your Google Classroom page. On the top of it, you have the dates here, the objectives for our week, our Monday activities, our Tuesday activities, and our Wednesday activities. So we just have a 3-day educational week coming up. And here's what you need to do. So first off, on Monday, you need to read a couple pages of your textbook. And these are the pages actually we started to read way back when on March 13th. But I want you to get your book and go back to these. And then on Tuesday, we have to take a look at the Google Slides. And then at the end, you're going to complete a little Google Forms sheet to show me what you learned. And then lastly, on Wednesday, you're going to have another Google Slides, and you're going to do a quizzes to finish it up the week and show me what you picked up along the way. I think it should be a pretty good week, and I hope that you're really entertained in the whole process. Now, here are our objectives for the week, as you can see on this document. And again, what I'm going to do is every week you'll get this document. You'll get a screencast to me laying everything out for you. So here's our objectives. We're going to be able to describe how York County supported our nation during 2 monumental wars in our country's history. And then secondly, we are going to defend the importance of the Articles of Confederation during a pivotal moment in our country's history. So everybody trashes the Articles of Confederation. They say it's just a terrible government, but it did great things for us exactly when we needed it. And so why was it good? Why was it truly important for our country at that time? So I want you to be able to actively do those tasks, be able to pull off those tasks by the time you're done with the lessons this week. Now, one more thing I want to show you with this. So these are the things on the left that you need to do each day. On the right, these are the things that you're going to turn in and that I want to look at for feedback. I want to look at to see, okay, you know what you're talking about. You've picked up that lesson and we are good to go. Or I can also look at it and say, that was pretty poor. We need to go back and take a look at that again. So those are my feedback items that I need you to complete at the end of each lesson. Now, also, one thing I should say as I'm talking about this, you don't necessarily have to do Monday stuff on Monday. You don't have to do Tuesday stuff on Tuesday. If you want to wait till Wednesday and do it all, that's okay. So you can also, if you want to start on Monday and do all 3 days worth of material, cool, do it. Do it your way. Just make sure that it's all done by the time the week ends. And so, especially before next Monday, please make sure that all 3 of these lessons are done and all these feedback pieces are also completed for me. Now, on this document, you also have the assessments down here on the bottom. So you can see exactly what I'm looking for, what I'm going to look at to assess whether or not you learn the material for the week. And then I also have a optional go forward activity at the bottom. This has to do with touring a local museum. I know that with social distancing, we're not getting out of the house that much. So you can tour it on the web by just going into this website here. It's a location that I'm going to talk about throughout this week's lessons. And you can take a look in the inside of this building. This is where they crafted the Articles of Confederation, where people like John Adams met to figure out the future of our nation. And so you can tour it remotely, just an online tour, by clicking that link there. So you'll get this document each and every week, and you can take a look at where we're going. And I'll try to make sure that you have a screencast of myself outlining every single thing you're going to be doing. Now, other things here too. Everything that I'm going to do, everything that I'm going to lay out when it comes to activities, it's all going to be on the Google Classroom page. So whether it's a Google Slides presentation, a document, a reading, a quizzes, it's all going to be right there for you. And I'll try to keep it in one nice package, and it's all going to be right there. So including every screencast I do right there. You don't have to worry about any place else. Google Classroom is the place to go. Now, one last thing here too is that I'm excited to get back into this whole thing. I'm excited to get back to learning. I'm excited to get back to teaching and working with young people. And I hope you are too. I know now we're getting to the required part of this trimester, like last week's stuff was optional, but I want to make this positive for all of us. And I want to make sure that this is going to be a good learning experience. And I hope you're in the same boat. I also hope you've had some time to work on some passion projects of yours and gotten some things done that you're really into. So I hope you're doing well, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Please, again, reach out to me with anything you need. I can't be a mind reader, especially when I can't see your eyes. So make sure that you are communicating with myself and with all your other teachers when you have a need. And if you want more stuff, if you have a desire to learn more about something, reach out too. But that's the only way we're going to know what you need. And so we're going to try our best to be receptive of your needs as we go forward here. All right. Have a good week.